I was addicted to performing. This is what set me free. My woman, Erin Lyons, Adewale. This woman that I met, she helped me to see something deeply. Meeting her, I just got out of a fire accident where I almost died. Crazy shit, you see. But she helped me to see something beyond my imagination that I was clairvoyant seeing. This woman has nurtured me. She has helped me. She expanded my consciousness of allowing me to heal in so many things just from me being with her every single day. You see, this is not something that she told me she was going to do. But this, from being with my woman, my wife, for 2 years, this is what helped me to see my performance capabilities. When I was younger in high school, I had my first love, and I went through some experience where I closed my heart out. I was really, really hurt. My junior year, I had 6 sacks in one game, and anybody that knows football knows, like, hey, that ain't something normal that you do in a game. So I felt this euphoria. I felt this power. I felt this energy of, like, man, I was the man on campus in high school. But that same day, later on that day, I was stood up for homecoming. I was hurt. I was embarrassed. I had shame. I had people asking me, "Where is your date?" And I didn't even have nothing to say. That day it changed me. It made me more angry. It made me where I grew a different level of rage. And I changed my relationship with women. And I said in my inner voice, no one will ever do this to me ever again. That I became a man that started to cheat on women. I became a man that never fully was able to commit to women. I became a man that I used to emotionally dumped all my emotions, Smokey, on women. I became a man that was operating from a mommy in a first love wound because I wanted people to see me for who I was and who that I was supposed to be. I was very, very sweet. I was very poetic. I was very emotional. And my first love at that time, I would write love letters to her every single day and no reply. So that pain that I felt like, you know what? Why should I be like this? Because if you are this sweet, gentle, sweet man, you're looked at as a weak man. And if you don't have a car, you don't have all these materialistic things, you're not of value, you see. So this is why I went into a ripple effect of thinking that I need to be a Division 1 athlete. I need to be a high performance athlete so a woman can see me. And since I'm tall and I got a gift of gab, I got this way of talking, I need to perform to earn love. And this was a program that I was running deeply all the way until this year. This is me being vulnerable as a man. I had to learn how to stop performing or feeling like I had to prove love from anybody, man. So if you are here and you are still listening to this and you're getting goosebumps, you having revelations, I'm speaking to you. I've been there. But what helped me on this journey is being accountable and allowing myself to go into a different level of love with my woman. Telling her things that I was uncomfortable with telling her. Telling her things that I felt like she could maybe judge me of. Also going to an energy that I felt like I had to make so much money to prove my worth to her. Where she told me, I don't care about your money. I just want you to love me. And I just want you happy. that did something to my spirit. That did something to my energy. This is the same woman that I said something to her with this Instagram post I was finna post. And I said, I wanted to post this video, how you like this. She was like, no, you have more. I'm telling you, you have so much more. But at that time in that process, I was in my finite mind of, you're rejecting me. But when I sat with it, I tapped into my feeling. I see that she was trying to see me in a deeper way that I wasn't even seeing myself. She tapped me to a different level of belief within myself from just her saying that in that video. That when I met her, I didn't have no money. I didn't have anything. I just had myself because I just got out of a fire accident. And she seen me from my highest futuristic, where I'm leading people, I'm teaching people, I'm expressing to people. She didn't care about my state of being at that time and place. And this is when I tapped into a different energy of women. They have a different gift. They have a different psychic gift that they can see the man beyond his human experience. They can elevate the man beyond his conscious living in this experience. That my woman, she allowed me to be healed. She allowed me to recalibrate my nervous system. I didn't even know that was a thing, that you had to even recalibrate your nervous system. I had to allow my woman to lead me into getting online, start doing lives, start doing a retreat, knowing how to speak to people, knowing how to articulate myself at a different level of intelligence. She called me out on things that other people wouldn't, because of, who knows, maybe they were scared of my big presence or how I could respond. But she never gave up on me. She kept believing in me. She kept seeing me. She kept calling out, even if it even hurt me. And I'm saying this because some of you men are probably going this with your wife too, or your girlfriend, or other women who are friends who trying to get you to see something deeper inside of you. So I feel like this is the lost thing that we need as a man. And it's the empowerment from the divine feminine. But if we attack the feminine, we don't protect the feminine, and we see the feminine as symbolism, that could never happen. It could never happen. So I had to do rituals of forgiveness of myself. I had to do things to cut those old cords from those old cycles of myself when I did go through that hurt from a woman, because it was wisdom. It was not for me to play victim. It was for me to see that experience of, you allow this to happen. You have to know how to have boundaries and start calling things out, and not being nice, and stop being sweet because you want to be seen in the light. You just need to be you. I had to learn this thing of, yeah, be friendly, but that doesn't mean you always have to be friendly. Be friendly, but that doesn't mean you always have to be friendly, because that's you operating unconditional love. Sometimes you got to call someone out on their shit. And that's what I had to do in my life deeply when it comes to this masculine healing with the feminine. That it has expanded me to a different level of my being with my woman. And this can also help you too. Tap into a different level of love with your woman, because the highest vibration is divine union. The hardest contract on this earth is a divine partnership, because they're always reflecting things inside of you. They're always reflecting. And to have this woman to reflect things to me of, Wale, you need to be more refined in this. Wale, I want to reflect you to this. Wale, I want you to see this. And now to turn me down, but it was to help me to rise up into my teacher, into my leadership, in my manness, and release any old man boyish. I would not say man boyish, but like little boy shit. She helped me to grow up. And I love her unconditionally for that. And this is what we all can experience. So I want to invite you guys, be curious when your woman is saying something to you. If it triggers you, that means it resonates to you. Be curious. If your mom did something, forgive her. Do a release letter. If a first love or some girls in the past hurt you, do some release letters. Release that energy out your field because that's going into your woman and she don't have time for that. She's looking for her king. She wants you to be the rock. She wants you to be the temperature. She wants to be able to rely on you. Because in this world, this collective of this world, we have men that we couldn't rely on because they manipulated and controlled the masses because they had money. So I want to invite you guys to understand just because you have money don't mean you are operating your highest vibration as a man. There's only one tier as a man. It is so many things you can do as a man beyond money, and it's communicating. When your woman's going on a period, get her a massage. You give her a massage. Get her favorite snacks. Play her favorite music. Do these things. Honor her because she will honor you. Write her a poetry letter. Speak life into her. Even when she's yelling and attacking, don't go back. Breathe. Alchemize. Transmute. And say, baby, I understand. And shift her energy that she goes back down. Because they're very intelligent. They're very intuitive. They're going to start calling themselves out on things. But they need a masculine reflection to help them to see these things. Not masculines trying to perform. Not masculines that's trying to talk over. Not masculines just trying to prove. And if this is you, give yourself grace. But it's time to step up. You don't have to perform for love. And this is something that I had to go through deeply. I thought I had to perform for love. Why would you just love me unconditionally? Because I still had that old program of what's happened to my first love when I was in high school deeply. That was over 10 years ago. I got to let that go. Because I don't need that altering my reality here and now. So don't allow it to alter yours. Forgive your past lovers. They was teaching you a lesson. They was a blessing for you to move into new earth. Comment down below of how you are moving with your woman. You are moving with women in general, with your mom. And what are you doing to release this old pattern of how you was moving with women to move into your highest alignment to be the divine masculine so you can teach your son, you can teach other young boys so we can create more divine unions and more divine families here on earth.